Hello students, so today I will demonstrate how to do the heart dissection. Okay, first of all I would like to introduce the equipment which we're gonna use today. Start with the first one. This one is the forceps. Okay, it's used for hold the tissue or the organ. Okay, the second one, so you can see this one is called needle. So the needle is used for point the tissue or the location of the organ. Okay, next one, so I switch at this one. This one is called rod or probe. So you can use this one to put into the hole. So if you want to know which what is this hole in, so you can use this one to put into the hole and you can find the way and finally that the end. The next one, so we have two equipment for cutting. Okay, first one, this one is called blade and scalpel. So this one is called blade and this one is called scalpel. The blade is changeable, so you can change this one to be the new one. Okay, so this one used for cut the tissue which quite thick. For example, the muscle, some kind like that, the thick muscle. Okay, so while you cut, you need to do like this. Okay, the way like this. Don't do like this. Okay, and the last one, this one is the scissor. So it's used for cut as well. But for this one, it's used for cut the tissue which quite tough. For example, the blood vessel. Okay, so you cannot use the scalpel and blade for cut. So because it's very tough, so you can use this one to cut it. Cut. Okay. So this one is the pig heart. So you can see this one is the front part and this one is the back part. How can you know? Okay, for the front part you can see the heart muscle is quite firm, and for the back part you can see there are a lot of blood vessel opening here. Okay, so let's see the surface anatomy of the heart. Normally the heart is divided to be 4 chambers. Okay, let's see the upper chamber. So you can see these two. This one is called atrium, and the lower chamber, this one is called ventricle. Okay, and we will divide the heart to be the left and the right side. So you can see this one is the front part. So this one is the right side, and this one is the left side. So you can see this one, the right atrium. Okay, the right ventricle, the left ventricle, and the left atrium. Okay, the 4 chamber of the heart. Okay, so if you flip the heart into the back position, so you can see the opening of the blood vessel. So let's count how many of them. So you can see this one hole. Okay, one blood vessel. Another one, this one is cut already. 1 and 2. Okay, open at each chamber, and another 2 blood vessel. So the total will be 5 blood vessel. Okay, let's see the first one. I will show you the right side first. Okay, for this opening is receive the blood from the upper part of the body and open at this chamber. So this chamber is the right atrium. Okay, so this one is name is superior vena cava. Okay, the next one you can see in this position they have another blood vessel which receive the blood from the lower part of the body and open at the right ventricle, right atrium as well. Sorry, right atrium. So this one, its name is inferior vena cava. Okay, superior and inferior vena cava receive the deoxygenated blood and open at the right atrium, and after that this one will pump the blood into the right ventricle. Okay, so let's see the left side. So you can see the open of blood vessel which open to the left atrium. Okay, so this one receive the blood from the lungs, the two sides of lung, and open at this position. So this one receive the oxygenated blood. Okay, and this one, its name is the pulmonary vein. Okay, so it's come from the lung, pulmonary vein. And then after that, the blood, the oxygenated blood in this chamber will pump down to the ventricle, to the left ventricle. Okay, then if I flip at this position, you can see another blood vessel. Okay, can you see the thickness of this one? So the two of them, one of them is thinner and one of them is thicker. Okay, so let's guess which one. Okay, and this one is called aorta. Okay, this one is very big artery in our body. And another one, this one is called the pulmonary artery. Okay, so then this one will receive the blood from the ventricle, and the blood from the ventricle will pump through this one and go to the lungs. Okay, and also for this blood vessel, it will receive blood from the ventricle as well and pump to the systemic circulation to every part of the body. So that's why this one needs to be very thick. Okay, so what else you can see from the surface anatomy? If you see the front position, you can see the line of blood vessel like this. Okay, so this one is the blood vessel which supply the blood to the heart muscle. Its name is the coronary artery. Okay, if you go to the back position, you can see another branch of the coronary artery as well. Okay, that's all for the surface anatomy. Thank you. Okay, so we will start the dissection. So let's find the superior vena cava. So actually I already cut it. So please put the forceps into the superior vena cava. So it will go to the right atrium. Okay, and after that put it down more until it reaches the right ventricle. Okay, use the scissor to cut the tissue at this position, and then after that use the blade and scalpel to cut it like this. Okay, so let's see inside the chamber. You can see the chamber of the right atrium and the right ventricle. Okay, you can see some blood clotting inside. Okay, so I will put it, take it off. Okay, so then you're gonna see the heart valve. Okay, in this position. So this one is the heart valve. So they have 1, 2, and 3 T-cusps. Okay, so the name of this valve is called tricuspid valve. Okay, it's separate between the right atrium and right ventricle. Okay, then the next one, if you look at the valve, so you can see that the valve is connected to the muscle. Okay, if you zoom in at the between valve and muscle, you can see this one is they have the tissue like a tendon. Okay, this name is the tendinous cord or cordi tendini. Okay, the cordi tendini connect between the valve and the muscle. So you can see the shape of muscle is like a finger. So this muscle is called the papillary muscle. Okay, so you can see the location of the papillary muscle in this position. Okay, so the blood come to this position and go down, and what's it going to the next? So it will go out through the other blood vessel. Okay, so let's see the left side. Please find the pulmonary vein. Okay, this position is called pulmonary vein. Put your forceps into the atrium and then going down to the ventricle again. Okay, and then use the scissor to cut. So I will cut it like this. Okay, so this tissue is quite tough, so you need to use the scissor. And then after that, I will use the blade and scalpel to cut at the thick muscle. Okay, so inside you can see the other chamber. So this one is the chamber of the left atrium, and this one is the left ventricle. Okay, inside you can see another valve. Okay, this one and this one. Okay, so this one have two valves, so we can call this one is bicuspid valve, or another name is mitral valve. Okay, and at the bicuspid valve you can see the tendinous cord or chordae tendineae as well, and it's connect to the papillary muscle inside. Okay, so I will cut it more so you can see it easier. So this one is the papillary muscle and tendinous cord or chordae tendineae. Okay, next one, I would like you guys to compare between the thickness of the right side and the left side, which side is thicker. Okay, so you can see that the left side is thicker than the right side. Okay, and if you see the chamber, the heart chamber for the right side and the left side, which side is bigger? Which one is bigger? So you can see the right side is bigger than the left side. Okay, and if you see the thickness of the valve, this one for the bicuspid and the tricuspid and bicuspid, you can see that the bicuspid is thicker than the tricuspid. Okay, so why they need to be like this? So because the left chamber, they need to pump the blood into the aorta, and then it's go to our systemic circulation, go to every part of the body. So that's why they need to create very high pressure, and the structure they need to serve with the high pressure as well. Okay, then the next one, I would like you guys to use the forceps again. Put into the right ventricle. Okay, past the valve, and then let's find what will be open. Okay, so you will find that from the right ventricle, it will open at the pulmonary artery, right? Okay, and this one is the pulmonary artery. I will use the scissor to cut through this line, and you will see inside the pulmonary artery. So the tissue is very tough. Okay, so be careful of this. Okay, so I will try to cut this as well, so you can see it easier. Okay, so you can see another valve inside the pulmonary artery. Okay, so this valve is shaped is like a half moon, like this. So you can see the shape like half moon. That's why we call this as the semilunar valve. Okay, so the full name of this one is called the pulmonary semilunar valve. Okay, so they have three of them, 1, 2, and 3. For the pulmonary semilunar valve will help to prevent the blood to go back to the heart. Okay, so it will be like this. Okay, so it will be the sac like this. So if the blood go out and then the blood will stuck at the sac, so it will prevent the blood to go back to the heart again. Okay, so that is the shape of the pulmonary semilunar valve. Let's see the next one. For the left side, I will use the forceps again. Put into the left ventricle and then going up until you reach the aorta. Okay, so this one will open at the aorta, and then I will use the scissor again to cut it, but it like in this position. Okay, if we open it, you can see another semilunar valve at the aorta. Okay, 1, 2, and 3 semilunar valve, and the full name of this one is called the aortic semilunar valve. Okay, so this one will help to prevent the blood to flow back, similar to the pulmonary semilunar valve. And also, if you see near the pulmonary semilunar valve, they have another 2 holes. Okay, I will use probe to put into the first hole. Okay, and let's see what will be in. So this will go into the front part, the blood vessel at the front part. Do you remember this blood vessel? So this one is the coronary artery. So it means that the opening of coronary artery is near the aortic semilunar valve. Okay, let's see another one. This one is cut already, but we can see the remain blood vessel. Yeah, this one. Okay. So you can see that this one is another opening of coronary artery as well. Okay, so let's do again for the blood flow. At first, the blood need to go from the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava to the right atrium, then going down to the right ventricle, then it will going up to the pulmonary artery, go to the lungs, and then it will go back to the heart again through the pulmonary vein, go to the left atrium, left ventricle, and finally it will go to the aorta and go to our circulation in every part of the body. Okay, let's wrap up again for the circulation in the heart. Start with the this one, inferior vena cava and superior vena cava. They send the deoxygenated blood into the right atrium. Okay, so I open at this one, and then when the heart pump, the blood will going down through the tricuspid valve and go to the ventricle, the right ventricle. Okay, and after that, after the ventricle contraction, so the blood will go to the pulmonary artery. So it will go to the two sides of the lungs, and then after it perform the gas exchange, the blood, the oxygenated blood will come to the heart again via the pulmonary vein, open to the left atrium. Okay, and after the atrial contraction, so the blood will flow down through the bicuspid valve or mitral valve, and the blood go through the left ventricle. Okay, and then after that, the ventricle contraction pump the blood into the aorta, and it will go to every part of our body. And I would like to highlight for the other technical term. This one, in this picture you have seen in the dissection, this one is called chordae tendini or tendinous cord. And the other one, the papillary muscle. So this one is the muscle which help to control the opening and the close of the tricuspid and bicuspid valve. Okay, and another two valve is located at the pulmonary artery and aorta. It's not shown in this picture, but it's shown the pulmonary semilunar valve. Another one should be the aortic semilunar valve. Okay, and in this picture it shows the blood vessel which supply to the heart muscle. So this one is the coronary artery. Okay, it's have many branches like this. Thank you for your attention.